Hi, myself Pooja Bak, Assistant Professor of GKCM of GIS Group, Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering. Here you will find the details of my contact information, and I have developed a Facebook page where regular updates regarding this course are available time to time. Hello everyone. Here in this session, I will be going to explain generator matrix of cyclic code. As we know, basically generator matrix for systematic cyclic code, it will be identity matrix, then parity matrix like this. So generator matrix G equal to I P, where I is identity matrix and P is parity matrix. So this is what the generator matrix, as we all know. Now, if we talk about n, k cyclic code, then from that we can say there are n number of columns and k number of rows. So n, k indicates n number of columns and k number of rows. So when we want to generate generator matrix of cyclic code, what is unknown to us? Let's see. So identity matrix, that is very well known to us, but we need to identify what is parity matrix. So when we want to generate generator matrix of cyclic code, what is unknown to us? The identity matrix, that is very well known to us, but we need to identify what is parity matrix. And to identify parity matrix, rows of parity matrix that we can identify by this basic formula. So these basic formulas are used to identify the rows of parity matrix. So where first row is remainder of x to the power n minus 1 divided by gx. So how to calculate the first row, or what is the formula of first row? So this is remainder of x to the power n minus 1 divided by gx. And second row that we can calculate as per remainder of x to the power n minus 2 divided by gx. So this is the formula of second row, and so on. And likewise kth row, which is remainder of x to the power n minus k divided by gx. Okay. So the first row is remainder of x to the power n minus 1 divided by gk. The second row will be remainder of x to the power n minus 2 divided by gx. And the kth row will be remainder of x to the power n minus k divided by gx. So this is what we can have based on this basic formula. Okay. Now, let us have one more example based on this formula, so it will be more clear, like how we can generate generator matrix. So here, if generator polynomial of 7, 4 cyclic code is given by gx equal to x cube plus x plus 1, then construct generator matrix. So 7, 4 cyclic code is given and gx is x cube plus x plus 1, and then construct generator matrix. So see, ultimately as we know, 7, 4 code is there. So from that, we can say n equal to 7, that is total bits, and k equal to 4, that is message bits. And if you see the structure and if you see the structure of generator matrix, then you will be finding the structure will be identity matrix like this. Okay, because we know 7, 4 code is there, so n equal to 7 and k equal to 4. And if you see the structure of generator matrix, then you will be finding the structure will be identity matrix like this. But we need to identify what is the parity matrix, that is this bits. So we know the identity matrix, that is here, but we don't know the parity matrix. So we need to identify what is the parity matrix. So this is this bits. So these are the bits that we are dealing to identify by previous explanation. So this is the generator matrix now. This is I, and now identify the parity matrix. So to identify the first row of parity matrix. So first row of parity matrix, we know the basic formula of parity matrix, and that is the first row of the parity matrix formula is remainder of x to the power n minus 1 divided by gx. Okay, so here n is 7, so remainder of x to the power 7 minus 1 divided by gx. Okay, so x to the power 7 minus 1 means x to the power 6, and gx is given in this question, and gx is x cube plus x plus 1. So it will be remainder of x to the power 6 by x cube plus x plus 1. So let us mention first all the rows. Then we calculate all those remainders. Okay. So this is for first row. And now for second row of parity matrix. So the formula of second row of parity matrix is remainder of x to the power n minus 2 divided by gx, where n is 7. So x to the power 7 minus 2 will be x to the power 5, and gx is x cube plus x plus 1. So it will be remainder of x to the power 5 divided by x cube plus x plus 1. Similarly, third row of parity matrix. So the formula is remainder of x to the power n minus 3 divided by gx. So it will be 7 minus 3. So remainder of x to the power 4 divided by gx is x cube plus x plus 1. Okay. And fourth row of parity matrix. So what is the fourth row? It will be remainder of x to the power n minus 4 divided by gx. So x to the power 7 minus 4, it will be x cube, and gx is x cube plus x plus 1. So fourth row of parity matrix will be remainder of x cube divided by x cube plus x plus 1. Okay. Now we will calculate all those remainders. Okay. So now let us calculate all these remainder. Then we can calculate parity matrix. So for first remainder is what? Remainder of x to the power 6 divided by x cube plus x plus 1. So let us calculate that remainder. So here x to the power x cube plus x plus 1, and here x to the power 6. So x to the power 6 is divided by x cube plus x plus 1. Okay. So we just need to multiply x cube to get x to the power 6. Here it will be x to the power 6 plus x to the power 4 plus x cube, because we need to multiply x cube with this, and then we get x to the power 6. So here it will be x to the power 6 plus x to the power 4 plus x cube, and this is resulting into modulo 2 addition. So this x to the power 6 will get cancelled. So it will be x to the power 4 plus x cube. Now to get this multiplied with x, because now it is x to the power of 4. So we just need to multiply x with this. So here it will be x to the power 4 plus x squared plus x. In modulo 2 addition, this x to the power 4 will get cancelled, and it will be x cube plus x squared plus x. Now here it is x cube. So you just multiply it with 1, and it will be x cube plus x plus 1. In modulo 2 addition, x cube and x are getting cancelled. So you will be finding remainder is x square plus 1. So first case where remainder is x square plus 1, and that we are getting right now. Okay, so for the first case, remainder is x square plus 1. Now second remainder, which is remainder of x to the power 5 divided by x cube plus x plus 1. So let us solve it here. Here x to the power 5 is divided by x cube plus x plus 1. So we just need to multiply with x square. Then we will get x to the power 5 plus x cube plus x square. X to the power 5 will get cancelled in modulo 2 addition. So this will be x cube plus x square. Now to have x cube, we just need to multiply with 1. Then it will be x cube plus x plus 1. So it will be in modulo 2 addition, where x cube will get cancelled. So it will be x square plus x plus 1. So this will be the remainder. So here we will be finding this is x square plus x plus 1. Now let us have third condition, which is remainder of x to the power 4 divided by x cube plus x plus 1. Okay, to have x to the power 4, we just need to multiply with x. In modulo 2 addition, okay, we just need to multiply with x. So it will be x to the power 4 plus x squared plus x. And in modulo 2 addition, x to the power 4 will get cancelled. So it will be x squared plus x. So remainder is x squared plus x for this case. So let us mention here, remainder is x squared plus x. In fourth case, which is remainder of x cube divided by x cube plus x plus 1. So to have x cube, we just need to multiply with 1. In modulo 2 addition, x cube will get cancelled, because if you multiply with 1, it will be x cube plus x plus 1, and x cube will get cancelled in modulo 2 addition. So it will be x plus 1. So remainder is x plus 1 for this case. Okay. Now we have remainders, and based on that, we need to find out what are the parity bits. So now we have calculated all the remainders, and based on that, we need to find out what are the parity bits. Okay. If you have this remainder in terms of bits, then we can say for first remainder, which is x square plus 1. So x square is present. So its coefficient is 1. X to the power 1 which is not present. So it will be 0 and 1 is here. So it will be 1. So the code will be 1, 0, 1. And for second case, the remainder is x square plus x plus 1. So here all terms are present, x square, x and 1. So it will be 1, 1, 1. And for third case, remainder is x squared plus x. So here x square is present, so its coefficient is 1. Here x to the power 1 is not present, so it will be 0. And here x to the power 1 is present, x, so it will be 1. And here 1 is missing, so it will be 0. So for x square, it will be 1. For x, it will be 1. And there is no 1, so that will be 0. So the code is 1, 1, 0. Okay. Now the last case, here remainder is x plus 1. So x square term is missing here. So it will be 0, 1, 1 because x and 1 are present. X square term is missing. So it will be 0, 1, 1. Okay. Now just place these bits over here. And this will be 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1. So those are the parity bits which we have calculated. So you just place those bits here and you will be finding generator matrix here. So it will be 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1. So this is the identity matrix, and now this is the parity bits which I have calculated here. So this is the cyclic code for generator matrix, and I hope that you have understood this session, and thank you so much for watching this video.